girl Alexis, aka Center Retro, and today I'm going to be making a very serious video. It's going to be one of my most serious videos on this channel. I did film this video 2 weeks before, but it did not come out right at all. One of the problems that I had when I first started recording, my camera was going dead, so it cut off, and then I had to restart, and then I didn't have enough storage on my camera, and then it was like people in my family were like walking around making noise and stuff like that, so it just did not come out right. So I wanted to make a really good video for you guys, and today I'm going to be doing 21 things that I learned in 21 years. Now, I'm not 21 yet. My birthday's in 2 more weeks. I'm very excited. It's going to be a milestone moment in my life. I'm definitely getting old now. So, with that being said, I just thought about some things that I wanted to talk about. Different things that I went through, different things that people have taught me in my life. And I really want to make a serious video about these, like, kind of like life advice type of things. And I did make videos before like this on my old channel. I kind of want to bring that back. So I'm gonna try to figure out if I can make a day for when I make like a really serious video on my channel. I really want to start making more of those kind of videos again. And I kind of just wrote down some keywords, some key things that I wanted to talk about, and I'm just gonna say what it is, and I'm gonna go more into detail. So if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my phone. The first thing that I want to talk about is finding yourself and what finding yourself means to me. I think finding yourself is kind of like figuring out the person that you want to be in this world, your passion, what makes you want to like wake up every morning and work hard, and what do you see yourself doing for the rest of your life, kind of like, I guess, your career path. And what I wanted to do in my life is, I don't know if a lot of people know this, I want to be a music producer and a performer. I want to make beats and write songs for other artists and also for myself. And I didn't really want to talk about that because I didn't want people to think that, oh, I just started a YouTube channel just to be famous and, you know, have people like me, because that's not true. When I started my YouTube channel, it's something that I wanted to do for a very long time. It's like, I don't know if you guys know, but I was like bullied a lot in school, and the two things that made me happy was listening to music and watching YouTube videos. It's something that I've always been passionate about, like, so for making music. And it was just like, I had to decide. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, because I'm one of those people, I have so many different interests. I like so many different kind of things, anything from art to fashion to music, and I'm like so many different kind of things. I didn't know, like, can I do a channel and have different, though, if I make a channel with a whole bunch of different things, are people going to like it, or people not going to like it? But one thing I had to tell myself is that those are things that I'm passionate about, and those are things I've been wanting to do since I was like, 11, 14, 16 years old, and these are just things I've always been passionate about my whole life. So I said I might as well just try it. And no matter what I do in the future, I'm definitely always going to start making videos. As long as YouTube is around, I'm going to be trying making great videos. And one thing that really stopped me in the past making good videos, because I didn't have money for cameras and stuff like that. When I got a camera, then I had to use, Movie Maker. Movie Maker, it's kind of like basic video making, so it's not a lot of different things you can do on that. So my videos were never really that good. But when I upgraded to Wondershare, then I got a camera, and then I just felt like I had a lot of videos on my channel, but some were kind of rushed because it's though I was at school or I was at work, so I never had time to make a really decent video. So I'll just make any kind of video. I just make a video. Oh, people are going to like this video, so I'm going to make it. And I felt like I was just rushing my videos and wasn't really putting my all and putting my character, my personality in my videos, because I just didn't have the time. But now that I do have the time to make videos, I'm going to take the time to really make good videos, because I have had like a lot of crappy retail jobs in the past that just made me not like happy at all. And I'm saying, I made some couple of careers, a couple of schools and different things like that. But I felt like I signed to go to school, but I felt like I was in a competition. I felt like we had to make different projects. I just felt like we was always competing against each other, like which kid had a better project. Like, I just felt like it was more of a competition than a class to learn how to do something. And I kind of lost my passion from what I wanted to do in my life, and it made me just like, not like I lost who I was. I lost who I wanted to be in this world, and I went through a lot of depression from my 11th grade year to even a little bit in 2015, but I picked it back up at the end of 2015, 2016, and I felt like I was going back to those depression kind of sad times in the middle of this year, and I felt like I was going back to those times. I had to like fix that, and now I'm feeling like I'm very much like myself, and I feel like I really want to do what makes me happy from this point forward in life. So finding yourself can be a very long journey, but I feel like the younger you find yourself, the faster you would get what you want out of life, because finding yourself is one thing, but working towards that goal is another thing. And even when you meet that goal, you still have to work harder, because getting something does not mean it's always going to be yours. So you have to continue to work for what you want. Even when you get what you want, you still have to continue to work hard and never get lazy. So finding yourself is a very, very, very important thing in life. Number two is supporting other people. And I feel like this is a topic that needs to be talked about. I feel like we always talk that we have to compete with each other. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, like when you go to school, you have to get better grades for you can do this and do that. And it's always like, I always felt like we never support each other so much. Like, I feel like instead of like kids who were like getting good grades, how about those kids try to help the kids in class who are not getting good grades? How about they tutor them? You know what I'm saying? Even when you play sports in school, you can definitely tell like who the coaches favor more, because these kids are the better players, so these kids are going to win the game and stuff like that. And my thing is like, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So why don't, instead of like putting people against each other, why don't you get people to help each other out? So always support people, support your friends, support your family, as long as they're doing something that's positive in their life and they're not hurting somebody or hurting themselves. Just support them. I understand like sometimes you don't have money or don't have the time, to go to different events that people have. My thing is like, as long as you tell people like, hey, I believe in you, I love you, I know that you can do something, always encourage them. You can support people with that way too. It doesn't always have to be money. It doesn't always have to be like taking them places or different things like that. But if you voice that you support them, you let people know that you care about them, that's another way of supporting them. And being there for them, if they do fall, then you're there to catch them, not there to like ridicule them, to down them, but just being there for them when they need you. That's another way of support. Three is listening to your elders. And this is a very hard one. Sometimes when you're younger and you're growing up, you want one thing in life, but your parents might want another thing for you. Your teachers might want another thing for you, and you know what you want to do, and you feel like they're not listening to you. My thing is, one thing that I have learned is just to listen to what people have to say. Let respect the elders. Don't cuss them out. Don't yell at them. Just let them say what they want to say, and let them explain themselves. Majority of the time, when older people are like pushing you to do certain things, it's not because they don't care about your dreams. They just want to know that when they're not here anymore, that you will be okay and you will be able to, live your life. You will be financially okay, mentally okay, and you won't have to struggle. So my thing is like, just listen to what they have to say, and don't like. But I do think it is okay for you to voice your opinions too, but just do it in a respectable way. Just let them know like what you want to do with your life. It's not like I say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So even if you don't agree with them, you can have your own opinions, but just do it in a respectable way. And number four is something that I really want to talk about. You're never too old to have fun. Don't let people think just because you're a certain age that you have to be all like buttoned down, serious, and you can't enjoy life and you can't do fun things. Because I feel like I am just a goofy, awkward, silly person, and I feel like no matter how old I am, I'm always gonna be like that. Like, I know how to turn it on and off. I know like when it's time to be serious, it's time to be serious. But I do like to have fun. I love to laugh. I love to laugh. I feel like laughter just is such a like. It's just, I just feel like laughter is one of those things that just like, it makes you feel better. Like, if you're just going through something bad in life, watch something funny and just laugh. It will make you feel 10 times better. So I'm just always been like a big kid. I don't think like, so I kind of hate when people tell like, oh, you need to grow up, da da da. Like, to me, I feel like growing up is not like stop. It doesn't mean you have to stop having fun. Growing up is about growth. It's about growing as a person. It's about becoming a better person, learning right from wrong, learning from your mistakes. It's not about just because you're a certain age you have to stop having fun. You don't have to stop having fun. You can continue to have fun. Just be more mature. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? Just be a better person, a nicer person, a more supportive person, but you can still have fun in life. Number 5 is about mental health. Mental health is a very serious topic, and I love that today in the world, people are bringing more attention to mental health, and they're taking mental health more serious than I feel like they used to in the past. I have definitely went through my share of, depression and anxiety, and I know people in my life who have been depression and anxiety and other serious mental issues in their life. And one thing I can definitely say is that, like, it's like if you my thing is, like, if you see somebody, a friend or a family who are showing signs of depression and anxiety, take it serious. I think sometimes when people are so quick to say, oh, that person is crazy, or that person is just a bad person, or that person has problems. But, like, take that stuff serious, because some people are definitely suffering in silence, and they feel like they can't talk to anybody. They have a lot of things going in their mind. They feel like they can't open up. If you see somebody who are showing signs of those kind of issues, take it serious. It's not a joke. It's not a game. It's not funny. And if you feel like you're going through those things, and internally, if you feel like you're starting to feel those kind of emotions, find somebody in your life that you can trust and tell them about it. There's a lot, and if you don't have nobody in your life that you can trust, there are different hotlines that you can call about these different topics. And I would definitely try to find some hotlines, and I would definitely try to link them in the description box below. And if I don't, I will let you guys know. But I will definitely try to find some things, and I will link in the description box below, because I think mental health is a very serious topic. And one thing I want to talk about also with that is that one of my favorite boy groups, BTS, as you guys know, their member Suga, who goes by August D, for his solo project, he dropped his mixtape, and in his mixtape he opened up about his depression, about his dreams, about his family, and different things that he went through in his life. And what that definitely kind of, like, when I first heard it, and I had to go back and listen to the translated version. I had to go look up the actual English lyrics so I can understand it. When I read the lyrics, it definitely made me, like, it made me want to cry, because it makes you realize that even people that you see on TV, the internet, even, like, people that you see in your neighborhood or whatever, you never know what somebody went through in their life. You never know what somebody went through mentally and physically, emotionally. So never judge people. Never just think that, oh, these people are not going to understand me because I'm different from them. I look different from them. I talk different from them. I dress different from them. These people are not going to understand me. It doesn't matter who somebody is. A lot of people have suffered from different mental issues, and you're not alone in this world. So don't feel like that you can't relate to people. There's a lot of people in this world that you can relate to. So just, you never know who's going through something in life. So my thing is just, like, always respect people, because you never know what somebody's going through. To go along with that, number 6, that you're never alone. It doesn't matter who you are. It's somebody out there that can relate to you. You're never alone. Never feel like you're the only person that's going through something. It's people all over the world who are going through things in life. And my thing is, like, never stop giving up on yourself. Never stop. Always keep pushing, and learn how to let stuff go. It's sometimes, yeah, we all get hurt in this world, but don't hold grudges, man. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You gotta let things go, and you gotta learn. Like I said, when you learn who you are and you know what you want, just keep pushing. You're not alone in this world. We all feel hurt. We all feel sadness sometimes. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry sometimes. It's okay. We're human nature. But just realize that you're not alone. So don't take your anger out on other people. So don't take anger out on yourself. Just learn that it's okay to hurt sometimes. It's okay. We all hurt sometimes. And you're not the only person out there that's hurting. So just learn how to just be, you know what I'm saying? So just know that you're not alone in this world. And find somebody in this world that you can trust, and you can open up to them. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel like you have to like have all these emotions you can't express. It's okay. And number 7 is don't be so hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. You know, don't you don't have to be perfect. Nobody is perfect in this world. We all have flaws. We all have different things in this world that makes us, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have to feel like you have to be perfect. Don't be hard on yourself. You know, so if you didn't get into the college that you want to get into, it's all right. Forget about it. You know what I'm saying? If the cute guy in class don't want to go out with you, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? Those things, it don't matter. As long as you love yourself and you love the person that you are, that's all that matters. So don't be so hard on yourself. Don't feel like you have to, get perfect grades all the time. You know what I'm saying? You have to dress perfect. You have to look perfect 24/7. You don't. You really don't. As long as you're being yourself and you love yourself, that's all that matters. So don't be so hard on yourself. Number eight is learn from mistakes. Don't become your mistakes. Meaning if you made a mistake in the past and you don't like it, then try to just grow from it. Learn, realize what you did was wrong, educate yourself for you don't make that mistake again. And if you see somebody else that making that same mistake, try to let them know like, hey, this, I've been there, done that. Don't do this, don't say those things because it's wrong. But don't become your mistake. Becoming your mistake is like when you know something is wrong, you keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. That's not right. Once you learn why something is wrong and why it is wrong, don't do it again. So just learn from your mistakes and don't become your mistakes. Number 9, everybody is not your friend. And this is the lesson that I feel like the younger you learn this, the easier it will be. It's some people who will definitely smile in your face. They will talk behind your back. They will put you in bad situations. Some people are very petty and childish. They like to set people up. They're not good people. And I think I would definitely, that's something I have to realize. I'm one of those people, I would try to believe that, there's good in everybody and you can change everybody, you can save everybody. But some people don't think they're wrong. And my thing is like, I can only try to educate somebody all day. But if somebody don't think the way they live in their life is wrong, then they don't think it's wrong. You can only tell somebody why something is wrong and why they shouldn't do. But if they keep doing it, you can't help them. Some people don't want to be helped. Some people don't want to be saved. I mean, I have had all kind of fake friends, and it's just like some people you try, and some people you'll stop being friends with them, and they just try to ruin your life. They just like, they will start being more mean to you than they was before, like because you don't want to be their friend. Those kind of people you gotta stay away from them because those kind of people are very dangerous, anyways. They're called obsessive. Those kind of people are very obsessive. So if you feel like somebody is like a little obsessive, or you feel like you're a better friend to somebody than they are to you, my thing is to stay away from those kind of people. Their people are not good for your health. They're just not good for anything, really. And you definitely have to, it's hard to really learn who's there for you in life and who's not. But one thing I always say, I'd rather have like 2 good friends than to have like 200, bad friends. You gotta think about it like that. I think, what I'm saying, that's something I had to realize too, because when I was younger, I always felt like if people didn't want to be my friend, then that meant I was a bad person. Like something was wrong with me. Like I always took it as a personal thing. And I thought that when I was in, I would say probably like Head Start elementary, when I was like really, really young, I had that kind of negative thought. I don't know why I thought like that when I was younger, but I always thought like if people didn't like me, then something is wrong with me and stuff like that. But what I realized is that it's nothing wrong with me, and sometimes people just don't click. Some people are just very bad influence on you. Like I said, like peer pressure and stuff like that. Somebody's pressuring you into doing or saying something that goes against what you believe in, or you just don't feel comfortable. Then those are not the kind of people that you want to hang out with. Anyways, those are not the kind of people that you want to be friends with. Some people are definitely not here for you. Like, you got some people that they will only help you so far in life because they want to help you, but they don't want you to be better than them. And those are the people that you really got to watch out for also. Because they got some people that you think is your friend, but they really not. They only going to help you so far because deep down inside, they don't want to really see you be anything because they don't want you to be better than them. And so just learning who your real friends are is very important. Number 10 is work hard for what you want in life. Sometimes what we want in life, we don't always get it exactly when we want it. But working hard for something, meaning don't be selfish with what you have. Just work hard for what you want in life. Because I feel like when you work hard for something, when you really do get it, it's gonna feel that feeling is gonna be amazing because you know that you put your blood, sweat, and tears into grinding. You're grinding for what you want. Always work hard. Never be lazy. Never be lazy. Always work hard for what you want in life and continue to work hard. And even when you, like I said before, even when you get what you want, still work hard. Still work hard. Number 11 is to think positive. I feel like when you have a more positive outlook on things in life and situations, it's better off. Like they say, be optimistic and not pessimistic. Because it's some things in life that you can't control. You have no control over certain situations or certain people. The only person you can control is yourself. And sometimes you just gotta think positive. Don't always think about the negative things. Don't always think so negatively. Try to think positive. Try to think more positive in life, because I feel like when you think more positive things happen to you. And when you think negative, more negative things does follow that. It's the way we think about things. Sometimes they say if you think about something, you can create something. But create positivity around you and just be positive in your own life. Be positive to other people that you meet. Always just be a more positive person. Even when you feel like that negativity is coming to you, try to just get all of that negative stuff away from you and always surround yourself with more positive people, more positive vibes. Because like they said, birds of a feather flock together, and if you're around negative people, you will become a negative person. People rub off on you. That's just something that just happens. But when you're around more positive people, I feel like those people will make you, they inspire you. They make you want to be more happier and stuff like that. So just always surround yourself around positive people and always have a positive mind set. Number 12 is don't take anything for granted. Sometimes it's easy to look at what other people have and to envy like what people have. You know what I'm saying? Like don't take what you have for granted. Like, yeah, you can see somebody who have a big house and nice cars and stuff like that. But my thing about it, you have to think about it like this. It's always people in this world who don't have what you have. It's some people who don't have a house. They don't have food to eat on an everyday basis. So if you have those kind of things, never take it for granted, because it's always somebody who has less than you. And don't take your family for granted, your friends for granted, yourself for granted either. Don't take anything for granted, even the little simple things in life that we don't even like pay attention to. It's some people who don't have anything in life, but they're still living their life and they're still trying to find a way to be happy every day. So if those people can do it, then you can do it also. So don't take anything for granted. Number 13 is write your own story. I'm a true believer in living in your own truth. Nobody knows you better than you know yourself. Don't believe the lies or the rumors that people say about you. Don't believe that mess. You know what I'm saying? You know who you are. Your real friends know who you are. Your family knows who you are. And as long as you know who you are, you write your own story. You don't ever let nobody write. You never let people say things about you that's not true. Stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid. It's your life. It's your truth. You know who you are. Don't let somebody else write your story. You write your own. And number 14 is learn how to take a compliment. This is something that I learned from my vocal coach when I was taking vocal lessons at my community college in 2015. She basically said that when she was younger, when she was singing and people would tell her how good she was, she would kind of just like brush it off and be like, she wasn't that good and stuff like that. But she said she didn't know how bad that made her look until it happened to her, where she went somewhere and it was a singer, and every time somebody would tell the person that they was a good singer, that person would kind of just like brush it off and be like they weren't that good and stuff like that. And basically she told us to just learn how to take a compliment and don't because when you know what I'm saying, you want to be confident in yourself. Learn how to take a compliment. There's nothing wrong with being confident, but it's a difference between being confident and being arrogant. Never be arrogant, but just be confident in yourself, because when you don't take a compliment, it kind of makes you look like you're very insecure, and it makes you look you have no confidence in yourself if you're down in your own self. So never talk bad about yourself. If somebody says something nice to you, just say thank you. That's something that I need to learn, because I used to never know how to say compliments, because I didn't never knew if people were making fun of me or they were being nice to me, because I got bullied so much. So when somebody did say something nice to me, I never knew if they was like being serious or they was just making fun of me. But one thing I learned is that, like, she's right, and if somebody says something nice to you, just say thank you and move on. So just say thank you and move on. And number 15 is don't be so quick to judge people. And judging people is something that, even when you're a nice person, I feel like it's like a human nature to look at people sometimes and kind of just think certain things. Like they say, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. So never assume things, never judge people by the way they look or the way they talk or the way they dress, because some people will definitely surprise you. It's some people that you might meet and you think that you're going to get along with them, but the more you're around that person, the more you grow not to like that person, and vice versa. Some people you might meet for the first time and they might rub you the wrong way, you know what I'm saying, but the more you get to know them, you might end up really liking that person and becoming like really good friends with that person. So my thing is, like, to never really judge people, to give people the benefit of the doubt, you know what I'm saying, and just try to get to know people, because some people definitely will surprise you in this world. Like, some people definitely will surprise you. And number 16 is to be true to yourself. This is one that I really wanted to talk about. Anything in life is, if you're ever in a situation where you feel uncomfortable, don't do something that you're not ready to do or uncomfortable doing. So it's kind of like a peer pressure type of thing. Don't ever let people to peer pressure you to doing anything you don't want to do. If you feel like you're doing something that's not comfortable to you, then don't do something just because you want to be friends with somebody or some stupid stuff like that. Never do anything that you're not willing to do. Always be true to yourself. Don't say things just because people want you to say it. Don't act a certain kind of way just because people want you to. Always be true to yourself and be real to yourself. Never do anything in life that you don't want to do. Number 17 is to be nice to people. Like I said again, you never know what somebody's going through in their mind, and you being nice to them, you could probably save somebody's life. You never know what it is. If you see like a kid at school who's getting bullied on an everyday basis, and you know that kid is a nice person, a good person, stand up for them. Because some people, we all have a voice, but some people, their voice is not as loud as others. And my thing is, like, when you come together with a group of people and you stand up for what is right, you know what I'm saying? That's all you can do. Like, don't be afraid of, like, be nice to people. Like, I always say, like, it's two people that you can be. Do you want to be a person who uplifts somebody, who brings people up, inspires people, or do you want to be that person that tears somebody down and makes somebody feel bad about themselves? Because I know I'd rather be a positive person to people. I'd rather be somebody who makes somebody feel bad, who makes somebody feel good about themselves, than to be a person who makes somebody feel bad about themselves. So just say nice things to people. Just even saying hi to somebody can really help them. Like, it's some people who get ignored. They feel invisible. They feel like nobody cares about them. So just being a nice person is a really good thing. Number 18 is standing up for yourself. This is something that I always had a hard time doing when I was younger, because I felt like I didn't know exactly how to stand up for myself. Because it was times where I did stand up for myself when somebody was being mean to me. It's not like it's just one person. Sometimes certain people are very popular. They have a lot of friends. So it's kind of like, if that person don't like you, then everybody does not like you. So it's hard to stand up for yourself, because it's not like you're just standing up for yourself for one person. It's a group of people. But one thing that I always, said, like, one thing that I always said, like, I would tell anybody is, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Don't let people make you afraid. This is your life. You don't have to be afraid of anybody. My parents always told me to never be afraid of people, and to never kiss people's butt to be their friend. If somebody don't like you, they don't like you. But it's not right to let people disrespect you. It's not right to let people harass you. Nobody should be harassed. Nobody should go to school every day and be harassed, and go to work, school, or whatever and be harassed. So don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, because this is your life and you should never be afraid to live your life. Number 19 is kind of like number 9. It's basically don't force friendships. Don't try to be somebody's friend. If you really don't like a person, if you don't like their personality and you don't like the things that they say or the way that they act, don't just try to force a friendship. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those people, I don't really like confrontations, and I don't like to argue with people, and it is some people who are very argumentative, so it's kind of like you don't really want to stand up to them because they just want to argue and fight with you all the time. And I know I'm very awkward also, so I can catch myself, like, I have a very awkward laugh, or sometimes I would just agree with people even though I didn't believe what they saying was right. It's for I wouldn't have to argue with them, but I always felt bad about it, because my thing is, like, if I wouldn't, I told myself, like, if I wouldn't say that, or I would get mad at somebody for saying that, why would I just, laugh it off, or why would I just agree with somebody to agree with somebody? So one thing I would tell people is never just agree with people if you don't believe in what they say was right. You know what I'm saying? Just because it don't matter if somebody's your friend or not. If your friend is wrong, your friend is wrong, your friend is wrong. Don't be afraid to tell them that. And if you are afraid to tell that person that they're wrong, then that means that person is not your friend. Because if you're really somebody's friend, you can tell your friend anything and they can tell you anything. So if you're afraid to tell somebody something, that just goes to show you that that person is not your friend anyways. So never force a friendship. If you don't want to be friends with somebody, you don't have to be friends with anybody that you don't want to. It's your life, and you do not have to let everybody in your life if you don't want them in your life. And don't let people make you afraid, and don't let people, threaten you or anything like that. So if it's getting to that, and if it's like one of those things, then you need to tell somebody straight up that, like, if you're uncomfortable around a person, if it's that serious, then you definitely need to speak up and let somebody else know. Number 20 is have an open mind. Don't judge people. Don't, like I said, have an open mind in life. Just be more open to things, and just be like, just have fun in life, and just, don't be so, like, nervous to try new things. You want to, like, I don't know, like, maybe you want to, like, start your own business. Like, maybe you want to learn, how to hip hop dance. Go to a hip hop dance class. I don't know. Whatever you want to do in life. If it's something that you really, really, really want to do, and you're very passionate about it, then have an open mind to it, and don't be afraid to do it. And number 21 is to never stop learning new things. I feel like we can learn things on an everyday basis. I feel like we can learn something every day, and we can grow as a person every day. But you have to be willing to learn. You have to have an open mind to things, and you have to want to learn new things. But you can learn something every day. And I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watching my video. This is probably going to be a really long video. So I just want to thank you guys for sitting through the whole video and watching me explain these different things that I learned in these 21 years. I want to say thank you to all the people who have inspired me in my life.
I'm a new soul. I came to this strange world hoping I'm a young soul in this very strange world hoping